Hey everyone, welcome to a new episode of Dr. Retro's Weekly Game Finds. Let me tell you something up front. This week is the best week in my collection history ever. And if you know my collection and know my videos, you know you're up for a treat. So let's start with the stuff that I already had, or it's going to be for sale because I don't want to have it. And first up is a bunch of Sega Saturn games. Virtua Racing, Guardian Heroes, great game, quite a rare game, but I already had a copy, so that one's going to be up for sale. Sega Worldwide Soccer, Athlete Kings, maybe something nice to play now since the Olympic Games have started. Space Hulk, already have the PS1 version. Panzer Dragoon, also already have that one. Manx TT Superbike, and this is a game I actually kept from my collection, but this is a double copy, and this is one of the few racing games I really loved as a kid. It was a really cool motor racing game. Winter Heat Sega Sports, Virtua Fighter 2, Sonic Jam, which is a compilation of Sonic 1, 2, 3, Sonic and Knuckles, and it also has a new 3D game, Sonic Jam. Tomb Raider, Pandemonium, really cool platforming game. Sega Touring Car Championship, Street Fighter the movie. I already have this on the PS1, so I don't need the Saturn counterpart. It's not like it's a good game or anything. Sega Rally Championship, Virtua Fighter, Bug, and Nights into Dreams. Then some NES stuff and some random stuff. For the PlayStation 1, Gran Turismo 2, GameCube Resident Evil 1, the remake, and then some NES cartridges. Let's get a zoom. Elite 216-1 with the label messed up. Wolverine only got released in America. Link, so that's Zelda 2. Punch-Out, Probotector 2, Return of the Evil Forces, also known as Super C or Contra 2, European version, and then Mega Man 2. So that was the stuff that's going to be up for sale. Now for the stuff that will end up in my collection. First, a PlayStation Move starter pack. I got this for my birthday last week, forgot to show it to you guys last week. Haven't tried it out yet, didn't have time, but I got this from my girlfriend's sister, and I'm looking forward to trying it out, especially with Heavy Rain, one of my favorite PlayStation 3 games. Then for the Sega Mega Drive, Shinobi 3. I believe I have all the Shinobi games now. So let's get on with Game Boy. 2 games here, got one more later. Shadow Warriors Ninja Gaiden for the Game Boy. Great condition, great game. And Gargoyle's Quest, which only leaves Gargoyle's Quest 2 for me to complete the Gargoyle's Quest set. Gargoyle's Quest 1, this is 1. You also have 2 for the NES, and Demon's Crest for the Super Nintendo is part 3, which is quite a rare game, but I already have that one. One Dreamcast game, Sword of the Berserk, Guts Rage. Also got a complete Dreamcast with that, I'll show you that one later. Then one more Game Boy game, like I said, Batman the Animated Series. This is from the cartoon that I really loved. Also has a really cool foil Batman sticker up there, as you can see. Has a Batman logo and some text. It's quite a rare Game Boy game. It's not a single complete copy on eBay. General Chaos for the Mega Drive. Oh, Street Fighter 2 Alpha flies out of my hand. Already had this a while back, then I was stupid enough to trade it, but now I have it again. Quite in decent condition, and this is by far the hardest to find Street Fighter game on the SNES. Then Mega Man 2 for the NES, the American version, with the really shitty box art, but that's why it's so awesome. Look at Mega Man, doesn't he look retarded? And it has some really cool Captain Commando recommendation on the back. That's my favorite Mega Man game, by the way, of all time. I want to end with the best item this week, but I already got some gems over here. And these aren't the best games by far, so you know what's coming up. Burning Rangers for the Sega Saturn. Dark Savior. Story of Thor 2. Kaio 2 Flying Squadron, or Kaio Flying Squadron 2. Really looking forward to playing this. Looks really cool. Quite a rare game as well. Resident Evil for the Saturn. Fighting Vipers. Daytona USA. Fighters Megamix. Panzer Dragoon 2, or 2. Not sure what they used 2 in that, German word. Deep Fear, really cool horror game apparently. Haven't played it, but gonna try that out. And then Mega Man X3. This leaves only the PC version of Mega Man X3 that I don't have. I have Saturn now, I have PlayStation 1, and I have Super Nintendo version, which is by far the rarest and by far the most expensive. More Saturn stuff. Shining Force 3. The gem of all Saturn games. Panzer Dragoon Saga with the big box, or the outer box. Shinobi X. Die Hard Arcade, and check this guy out. Is he supposed to look like Bruce Willis? He looks like he has the shit, but it's not coming out. It's not working. Looks strange. Virtual On Cyber Troopers. Sonic 3D. Not sure why this is in this pile because I already had that one. Virtua Cop 1. Virtua Cop 2. And Last Bronx, which is also a fighting game. I got 2 more Sega games before we're going back to the Nintendo stuff. KO Flying Squadron Part 1 for the Mega CD, and The Death and Return of Superman, really rare Mega Drive game, and also looks kinda cool, so I'm gonna check that out when I have the time. So that was it for Sega. Or wait, I got one more thing. Like I said, I have a complete Dreamcast. Just gonna show you the box to see I'm not lying. There we have it, complete Dreamcast, last Sega console I needed. Or no, wait, actually I still need a Master System with a good looking box because mine is in shit condition. So now I finally have a good Dreamcast to hook up if I want to play some Dreamcast games. Next up is the Nintendo, like I said. First the Game & Watch, and not just the Game & Watch, it's Rain Shower. It's one of the rare of the normal multi-screen releases. I think it's even the rarest multi-screen. Box is in pretty bad condition, I'd say, but finding this one complete can be really tough, so I'm really happy to have this until I have a better copy. Then for the NES, only one game, but not just a game. Little Samson. If you're an NES collector or a retro enthusiast, you know this game. This is one of the most popular Nintendo NES games, also commands quite a high price, even though it's not super rare, but it's just really popular. It's a Mega Man type game, and it's really cool. If you want to see how this game plays, check it out on YouTube, and I swear you'll fall in love. Then for the Super Nintendo, Battle Clash, complete unboxed. Box has some damage up top, some stickers over there, need to remove those. Then Alien Rebels Super Probotector, already have the NTC version, aka Contra 3, Alien Wars I believe, not 100% sure. Yeah, so again, Contra game, always good. Then the last Super Nintendo game, one I've been looking for quite a while, Hagane, The Final Conflict. This is the PAL version. It's not as expensive as the NTSC version, but it's still quite expensive, and I picked it up now because waiting longer with this game will only make it cost more. So that's why I picked it up now. 2 more games, and then the last item. And these last 2 games are also really special. They are another step in my AES collection, and if you know something about AES stuff is sometimes really hard to find. First up is Metal Slug 5. Metal Slug games are awesome. If you're a gamer, you love Metal Slug. It's pretty much impossible to not like Metal Slug games. The animations are incredible. This game plays like crazy because it's such chaos, and yeah, it's just amazing to play with friends. 708 megs, one of the bigger games I believe. It's in complete mint condition, and I'm really happy to have that. I actually already played it for a couple of hours, and it's amazing. This one is also a game I never thought I would have, but I'm really happy to finally have it. Garou Mark of the Wolves for the AES. This is the Japanese version, and it's an exception because I never want Japanese games, but for Garou I'll make an exception. This is by far one of the best fighting games, and the animation is incredible. Check it out on YouTube if you want to see it. It looks amazing. Comes complete with the cartridge, even in the plastic, and there's the manual. Really happy to have this. And finding these games is incredibly hard, and I'm really happy I traded these. So that leaves only one item, and it's even better than the stuff I already showed you. So be prepared. This week's last item is something I never thought I would have, and I never wanted to pay the money for it because they're just really hard to find, really expensive, and what do you do with them? Not sure, but I could trade one yesterday, and I'm really happy to finally have one. I always wanted to do a reveal like this, so give me a drum roll, and bam! A Nintendo NES M82 display unit. This is the unit they used in stores to display and demonstrate NES cartridges. It is 100% complete, comes with the controllers, has the faceplate, has a little dent up top that I need to fix because the faceplate stands a little bit forward. I put in 12 of my favorite games, the Marios, Zelda, Mega Man 2, Rodland, Kirby, DuckTales, etc. And it works like a charm. It's just the intro screen that's not working yet, but I need to see how I can fix that. Really happy to have this. Like I said, it's one of the gems of my NES collection, and this actually makes playing NES games easier. You don't have to mess around with cartridges, you don't have to put on consoles, connect them, etc. Just plug this baby in, hit play, and you can play 12 games. So, this was it for this week. I hope you enjoyed it. I really did, and I don't think I'll ever have a better week than this one. But who knows. So, see you next time, and bye bye.